Hi, today we're going to be talking about the African beauty standards in art. This presentation is made by Caitlin Wormling and Sophie Lescamella. Specifically with the art, we're going to be talking about African civilization standards of beauty in art. Today, we're right now going to be talking about the Yoruba people who are from Nigeria. They're the people that are in the picture shown. The Iri Abeji figures were made by these people, and they were made to be used. They believed that African art and language had no specific vocabulary or elements when it comes to aesthetics. It is stated that there are 19 different criteria for the standards of African beauty. They valued an extreme between both portraiture and abstraction. The Yoruba aesthetics include the following. First off is Ifrahan, which represents visibility. This means that the various parts of the sculptures should be clearly formed, both in the initial stage when people are blocking out the masses, and in the final stages when people are adding the fine details to the pieces. Second off is Didon. This means luminosity, or in other words, the shiny smoothness of a surface. It is important for the whole piece to offer a play of both light and shadow. The third is Gengun, which is when the piece has a straight, upright posture and symmetry between the different parts of the sculpture. Fourth is Odo, which represents the subject in the prime stages of life. Fifth and final is Tut. This means serenity, coolness, and composure. They made sculptures that represent the Iri Abeji twin figures, showing the birth of special children that can bless their parents with good fortune. They have the highest birth rate of all the twins in the world, and if a twin dies, it is considered to be a great misfortune. After the death, the mother commissions a memorial figure if both the twins die. The soul of the twin is transferred into the memorial figure. Inside of this figure, the emphasis is placed on human resemblance rather than photographic likeness. The facial features are carefully delineated and delicate. The mother dresses the statuette in cloth and adorns it with jewelry. She keeps it near her bed. She offers good food and weekly prayers to the statuette. The Abeji statuettes are the ones that conform to the Yoruba aesthetics when it comes to physical proportion. The primary tool used is wood, but there are also aspects of metal and plastic materials that are located in the statues. The objects consist of 3 separate parts: the head, the body, and the feet.
The head is 1/3 size of the body. It is disproportionately large and infantile in representation. This represents a desire for children. The head itself is associated with a person's destiny or inner head, which determines whether one finds success or failure in life. These figures are analyzed using methodology, which is a system of methods used in a particular area of study or activity. They are 10 inches tall and approximately 3 feet and 3/4 inches long. The figures were taken care of as if they were living. They would be fed, clothed, and bathed. Rituals would also be performed to ensure unity of the shared soul.
Mende civilizations describe their aesthetics very differently than the Yoruba people, though they still have terms that represent their aesthetics. Inner serenity is the importance of the composition of expressions. Nobility means that they have exaggerated, smooth, and broad foreheads. This is an indicator of intelligence. The last thing is youthfulness. This means that one's youthful appearance connotes fertility, vigor, productiveness, and the ability to labor. The Mende society is the only African society where the women are actually required to wear masks. These masks bear the name Soawui. However, the Sands also wear these masks to symbolize the females community. Expressed in the composition of the Soawui are notions of female beauty, grace, goodness, and social success. The creases that are along the neck are used as a metaphor for both wealth and status, extension, beauty, and sexual allure. The masks have pursed lips, tiny noses, sealed ears, and heavily lidded eyes, which are images of discretion to high moral standards.
These are the Sowoi dance masks. They were made to represent their leader Sowol. Each level of the mask has some form of symbolism. The neck rings symbolize health and wealth. The closed mouth signifies a dignified woman. The prominent ears signify both learning and sexual eroticism. However, it is the eyes that are the most important part as they stare out from the center of the face, emphasized by their styled eyelids and brows.
Most African art is made to be religious, though it is thought of in many, many different ways. Their art is thought of to be a way of survival, but it's also thought of as the being of both individuals and society. In addition to this, it is thought to save lives, guard ancestors' remains, and guard off evil spirits. Look at all the sculptures shown. What similarities do you see? They're not just men, but they're the ideal male figure. That is, when it comes to African cultures. The man is tall and lean with long limbs. He has an elongated neck and muscular calves. These physical attributes are deemed as necessary to both carry heavy loads on the head and to work in the fields. Works of art depicting the male beauty aren't just for aesthetic appreciation, though they serve a vital purpose. All of these attributes express political and religious authority, and such, these would have been placed on the altar to serve as fighting physical as well as metaphysical threats.
As you see, the two figures of women shown before you have a large variety of differences. Unlike the figures of men that were shown earlier, this this is because when it comes to the two women, how they were depicted in art. Art differs greatly depending on what region of Africa the artist was in. When it comes to Western Africa, it is important for women to have rounded, curved butts and large belly. However, in East Africa, the center of attention is aimed towards a long neck and big breasts. However, one thing remains common regardless of where the statue is from. The women are depicted with detailed hairstyles as well as ornate jewelry, which can be seen as a symbol of beauty and better overall status. Scarification is also considered beautiful in most African cultures. It is a form of body modification where they cut or brand patterns into the skin, using it on the face as a way to enhance beauty, especially that of a woman.
These are all the different sources we use to make our presentation and to research about it. I hope you enjoyed and have a good day. Thank you.